All right, now it's really interesting. This car has the MagneRide. This car has these really aggressive, hard tires. So I really think that's going to resonate through the way this car feels. And just listen to how much quieter this car is compared to my GT Mustang that I put the H-pipe and the Roush exhaust. I mean, so in so many ways, this is so quiet. But it's not like you can't change it out. But then it goes into why'd you buy what you bought? And so then the rev match, as everybody knows, that's all about the rev match, right? That's what I've been talking about. But my guy there at the dealership, he's swearing up and down, autos don't have rev match. And I'm like, I swear my previous 2019 automatic Orange Fury PP1 package, that car had a rev match on that automatic transmission. And the one guy's like, man, they don't. There is no rev match in automatic cars. I said, what about the DCT? He's like, that's a whole different animal. That's a direct dual clutch transmission setup. He's like, you're talking two different transmissions. I'm like, all right. So here we go. As we go up the road here, a really bumpy part of the road. Oof, that was a bad part of the road right there. That's for dang sure. So I'm here in fourth gear and getting the car going. So I really came to closure that the manual is the only way to go with this car. And I really came to closure that this is called the Dark Horse handling package. So I've been calling it the performance package. It's called the Dark Horse handling package, which gives you the different rear end, gives you the different tires. It looks like the wheels are different. It's hard to tell. It gives you the Tremec 6-speed transmission, which you don't get. You get the M82 and the GT, so you get an upgraded Tremec. You're getting the upgraded, tires. You're getting upgraded, supposedly, rear end. Suspension-wise, I thought that this thing had some Shelby sharing components on the suspension. In so many ways, the Dark Horse is really just the Mustang Mach-1 replacement for 2024. That's the way I would categorize this more than a Shelby. I would say this is the Mach-1. Maybe this is the Bullet. The Dark Horse will have its uniqueness to that category and not per se a Shelby product, but apparently sharing the Shelby components. Okay, so there's the rev match. Okay, that's what we talked about. So right now we're in third gear. Now we're going to come up to a really bumpy part of the road. And today is a really cold day. This is where these tires, I'm just telling you, if you went through a corner really fast, this car, would it maybe bust loose? I don't know. I really don't want to find out. But this to me has much more of a fun feel to it because of this manual transmission and its rev matching and the tire package. So it's much more, the track-oriented performance sports car. And so for me, so far, even these really bad tires, even being in the sport mode, this car, for the most part, is not bad at all. This thing really is soaking up this lousy road. This road is so bad. It really is a lousy road. But the question now is, this is pretty cool. Okay, this has adaptive cruise control. All right, I like this idea. So let's see here. This is so cool. I'm loving this. All right. The only difference is, you got to manually downshift the car. And once you do that, my guess is it's going to take away the adaptive cruise. All right, but that's a really cool feature. So this car from here you go, man. Just a really crap on the road. Good old Baltimore, Maryland. Good old Maryland. Why do you make concrete roads? They're the worst. So here we are. And this thing isn't going to have 360 Copilot. But it's so funny. I'm so used to the manual transmission that, here I am. And this shows you I can get closer, further away, whatever it may be. And this car automatically adjusts its speed to the guy ahead of you. So right now, does it do that? Does this car start? See there, the car's slowing down. I'm not touching the brake. Okay, it's adapting itself to the car in front of me. So that's a nice feature. So that's worth some money. This has the full screen. So this has a full one-piece screen. My GT Mustang, other one, it's a two-piece screen. My daughter calls it the iPad. The iPads. You have two iPads in your vehicle. So this car's getting toasty warm, that's for sure. Heated seat, heated steering wheel. And so now here's the traffic up here that's slowing down. So does the car see it? And I'll kind of put my thing up a little further. And does it slow down? So this is where it gets freaky. Totally freaky. Yeah, am I overtaking this? I am. Okay, now I'm in the 5 o'clock traffic. Oh boy. Right in the performance car where it's going to get cold. And this really isn't the best of conditions for the tires. Have I said that 5 times? Probably. It's crazy. You'd think I was in that ember blue metallic car. The hood is so dark. Would you ever notice is the vapor blue car? This is so funny because it has the blacked out package on the hood, the graphic package. So yeah, just so much information. Do you even know what you just bought? I think I do, because it's the Dark Horse handling package. It's the track package. It's the performance package. Okay, it's the Dark Horse other cars, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, but you know what? The people that are diplomatic will reach out and go, "Hey, man, just so you know, that car has this, that has that," which is so cool. That just tells me people are listening to me talk, and they'll be like, "Yeah, man, you got a lot of vehicles, a lot of things," and I can totally understand how keeping track of every little fine detail of every car, it's not easy. But so far, a really nice car, and I just really came to closure that this car here was the better idea, because I think for somebody who buys a Dark Horse, I just came to closure. It's a $2,000 difference in price. That's what it ended up being. I'm like, but I can just tell you that when I walked away from it, I ordered, it's just too similar to a GT Mustang. It just doesn't have that flair to it. And that's why I was borderline like, I haven't called my sales guy. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna buy this car. I don't know, because not this one, but the one that got ordered. And if you watch my channel, you'll see this was what I had my eye on from the get-go before I bought the other GT Mustang. Isn't that something? Yeah. Just, yeah. Can I even keep track? I can't, but now we're here in stop and go traffic. And this is where the adaptive cruise control, in some ways, you know, it works, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to clutch in and clutch out to go faster. So I don't know. This will be interesting to see. I've never owned an adaptive cruise control manual car ever. So does it stop? Yeah, I mean, even for me, I'm like, is this gonna stop? Watch. But it's in, so watch. But then it cancels it. Ah, I got you. Wowsker, I'm loving the adaptive cruise control. This thing's really cool. I mean, so liking that. Liking the rear view mirror that automatically dims. Liking the whole display is one piece instead of it being two pieces. I mean, just really nice. It really is. And I'm really impressed on how these tires aren't, you know, at this stage, they're brand new, but the car isn't by any means. I mean, the car is just rock solid, you know, pretty straight for the most part, and not getting a lot of shimmy or a lot of, you know, these are aggressive tires. I mean, they follow like every imperfection of the road. I'm just really amazed it's really that nice. And I'm in the sports setting, so it's a little stiffer, but it's got the MagneRide. I mean, wow, just a great car. It really is fun. But I can't emphasize enough to everybody watch my channel. If you buy that GT Vapor Blue Mustang that I bought, did what I did to it, you're going to be every bit as happy. You know, for me, I'm blessed to be able to buy the really cool, latest, greatest cars. But if I'm a guy in the real budget of the real world, you know, if I'm driving this car, I can tell you my GT Vapor Blue that I bought is just so nice. And, you know, it's every bit as fun as this in so many ways. But it's always about me having the latest, greatest. And keep in mind that mine doesn't have the adaptive cruise control on it. So there's one thing you don't have. It doesn't have the full screen on it. It doesn't have the Tremec transmission. It doesn't have the extra 20 whopping horsepower, 500 horsepower. It doesn't have the handling package that this has. So there's definitely different things that make this car more expensive, but at the same time, yeah, at the end of the day, if the car, my car was 52 and change, I would say close to 53. So it's about a $16,000 difference in price from that car to the Dark Horse package. So, is the transmission, is that a $2,000 difference in value from an M82? I don't know. The adaptive cruise control technology, is that an extra $500, $1,000, $1,200 in technology, the price of the car? Is the full wraparound, screen worth an extra $1,000? I just don't know all the numbers to be able to honestly tell somebody that information. The extra 20 horsepower of power, is that worth $500, $1,000? The dual tip rear exhaust and the active exhaust, I know that's that's money. So I'd say there's a good $1,000, $1,200. The rev matching, is that worth $1,000? I mean, so just going through the list, I would say very conservative. And then the tires and wheels. I mean, the tires and wheels, are those worth an extra, $1,000? So, and then supposedly to just have a little better, suspension under it. So is that where all of a sudden there's 10 grand, conservative difference in pricing? Then you got the hood, the graphics, is that worth $500, $1,000? I don't know. And that's where it starts changing in the difference in prices of cars. But it's hard to believe that you're talking 16 grand. I could believe 10 grand, okay? For me, just being conservative, 8, 10 grand. So that's where, for me, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this car is looked at. But in so many ways, the Mach 1's have always been more expensive. The Bullets have always been more expensive. And it's kind of a niche of people that buy them. But I think this car here, somebody wanting to buy this package will want this car more than the one that I ordered. I just can't see somebody really going and looking for that Dark Horse the way it was ordered. So yeah, it's really cool. Beautiful evening going back. It's supposed to be a really cold day tomorrow. 39 degrees heading in. You can change out the look of the screen. Lots of things. I can go over here and get my Apple CarPlay. And this thing here, what's interesting, I don't see the lane assist. Does this have a lane assist feature on it? Which I'm not sure of that. Because of the Dark Horse handling package, do they want you to have that? So we come here and we go looking for it, because right now there's nothing there. And getting into some of these screens isn't that easy on that information. So and right now I don't have it in the sport mode. Not interesting. So I need to go over here. Let's see what the track exhaust sounds like. Yeah, it opens it up, but not radical. So I think, yep, so much information. Oh yeah, right. All right, I just put it in a normal mode, and really not that, dramatically different per se. Once again, it has the MagneRide, and that's what I say. There's a lot of features in this car that are really nice. I mean, I didn't even think about that. The MagneRide, is that worth $1,800? The list of options I just went through, I'm sure it's a 10 grand worth of options on this car, between the active exhaust, rev matching, MagneRide, adaptive cruise control, Tremec manual transmission, the bigger tire wheel package, the front hood decal, the rear spoiler is a different spoiler. So yeah, there's a good 10 grand, maybe 12 grand. I'm just being conservative on how they get to that number in this car. But once again, I just want to be really sincere. Anybody out there that buys the regular GT Mustang like I did, you're going to be very happy with the car. You're going to be really a badass, fun car. Just watch my videos of my GT Mustang that I modded, Then I put a Steeda suspension under it, support, front and rear brackets, the short shifter, the H-pipe, and the Roush exhaust. It's a really nice package. And for this thing here, it's a dark horse. I definitely think having the H-pipe would be advantageous. Do I change out the springs? I don't know. This thing already has a pretty low profile on it, and I just don't know if it's worth it because of I've already kind of paid for this dark horse handling package. I have to do more look into it. You know, do you change out the rear exhaust when you've already paid for that nicer dual tip blacked out mufflers? And that's what I tell people all the time, is you got to be careful. You buy these cars that you're paying for a package, but then you kind of gut it out and make it your own. I wouldn't do that. I would buy a GT Mustang and you're going to get it discounted, just like me. When I bought that $52,000 car, you know, you're going to get that car for $48,000 in the market now. The dealerships are changing. The GM back there, you know, the numbers are not the numbers anymore. I mean, the dealerships are now faced with much more challenging times of selling cars, more so than in the last 3 years. So it's a whole new ball game. And so for you, those that you like me, I sat it out. I didn't pay ADM. And if I really wanted this car a while back, I could have paid the ADM and got the car a lot sooner, but I just didn't feel right about it. And that's why for me today, I just really had to come to closure. It made sense. And then here's the other thing. I didn't trade anything. Now I have 3 Mustangs. Yeah, I really have 4 if you count the Mach-E. So wow. So yeah, so I feel better about that because I didn't want to trade the other deal because the numbers weren't good on that car. It's negative numbers being buried into a brand new car. I didn't want to do that. So Ford Motor Credit really took good care of me. What a day, right? Another day of adventures. A lot of videoing. I got a lot of video time coming up for everybody watching my channel. If you want to entertaining evening, just stay tuned for the whole video. Boy, I'm glad they finally put these LED lights. So I got HomeLink on this thing too. So glad they finally updated these cars with LED lighting inside. For so many years, they still use analog lights. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, this car does not have that obnoxious lane assist, which only makes sense for the dark horse handling package, because you'd always be fighting the damn, you know, lane assist when you want to go do your antics. You can turn it off, but this doesn't apparently have that. It could be wrong. Beams, auto, you know, high beams, auto, low beams, which that's really cool. So yeah, the HomeLink, that's a value. Lots of little things. Too bad I didn't get the car cover. It would have been nice if you had a dark horse car cover. Where's that, right? What I've learned in my own shop, when you put a car cover on my cars, it just attracts the mice and the rodents to live underneath your car. So I don't do it. No way. It's too dangerous. And I had my brand new GT500 in 2020. I bought in 2020. That car there, I put under a car cover. And sure enough, wasn't but a few months went by, and that damn car got eaten up with some electrical stuff that I caught early, and I was able to fix. Pretty incredible how this is a close to 70 grand car. Oh, they're calling. Wow, the Bronco Raptor's already done. My sales guy, Derek, he so badly wanted to drive this car home. If you watch my videos, he was able to drive the brand new 2024 Mustang GT home, and he got such a kick out of that. And for today, he was so bummed because I didn't trade anything. I didn't have to take him home to get anything, and he couldn't drive this. He was so only wishing that somehow he could have driven this home. I was like, well, if my Bronco Raptor's ready and I drive home, the only challenge you're going to have is you're going to have to get a ride back home. So he's like, doggone it. Yeah, right, exactly. Doggone it. So, hey, sorry, Derek, watch my channel, but you didn't have a chance to drive the brand new Dark Horse. You're a sales guy, you want to get a taste of these cars and really kind of know what you're selling. So, great road car. The Mustang's known for this. Just great road cars. That's the day. Oh, the traffic just doesn't end. Yep, getting closer to home. And you know, it's interesting, the kid, I told the kid, hey, we're not trading the white Mustang. She's like, oh, great. Oh, good. I don't want to go with the white Mustang. I'm like, oh, no. Right? Just more cars, Dad. More cars. Yeah. Right? Now, one of my guys there at the dealership said that they can see all the cars I own, and that's why they're calling me out and being a Turo guy. So one guy is adamant about how I just have so many vehicles that the banks just don't think that I would own all these cars. They just don't know who I am, do they? Oh, yeah. What a great car. Really a lot of fun. Loving it. I'm glad I bought it. And right now, this is in normal mode. This is not in exhaust mode. So this thing sounds pretty damn good just in regular mode. How about that, huh? If you can hear it or not, but great car. Incredible how many cars I've owned of the GT 500s, GT 350s. It's hard to believe it wasn't until like 2018 that I bought my first Mustang, a used GT 350. Hard to believe, just to now, just 5 years, and how many Mustangs have I owned? Wow. Oh, this is classic. Look right here. It shows lane assistance. There it is. Little button right here. Look. Lane off. Lane on. But it's so weird. It doesn't really like shake the steering wheel. It's like I moved over a little bit. It's not really like sensing it. Who the hell knows? So much damn technology, these things. It'll drive you nuts, won't it? Calling LA10. Calling LA10. What do you think I'm going to have done now, right? There's another tint job to be done. Wow. Yeah, right. Wow. I know where I can get my H-pipe put on. Yeah, I know where to take that now. Max. Custom exhaust. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that my Ford Bronco Raptor will get as good a gas mileage as this thing. These Mustangs are gas hogs. My GT 500s, those things are like 14, 15, 16 miles per gallon. Now this thing here, do I get 17, 18, 19, 20? I don't even know. Look at the sunset. Wow, 2 Vapor Blue Mustangs. Are you kidding me? Huh. I just can't believe it. 2 Vapor Blue Mustangs. Twins. Okay, we're getting close to calling it a day. Look at that there. Actually, I am in sport mode, so this does have a little bit more of a note in it because it is in sport mode. So look how crystal clear these lights are. The LED technology. What a day. What a drive. What an adventure. And, you know, I just can't emphasize enough. I didn't feel good about that other car. It just didn't feel good. And so at the end of the day, I feel like I bought the right car. This sort of reminds me of my Mustang Bullitt, my Mustang Mach-1. I mean, it just has those characteristics. And just wow. And here we come home to the Ice Age. Ice garage, muscle car garage. Where am I going to park this? I mean, I'm so out of room, aren't I? What am I going to sacrifice for that, right? As we go into the muscle car garage, does something come out? Does that stay out? What do I do? What do I do? Decisions. Do I leave my baby out? The brand new Mustang? Do I do it? Wow. All right, you want to hear the real deal? Here's the real deal. Come on, man. Is that the real deal? Let's get the plumb crazy out of the way, even though I hate to do it. But I got to bring the other one in just to kind of check her over. So, That's the plan. Stay in. Here come the rowdy ones. Here comes the troublemaker. Watch out, pups. Here comes the kid. Here comes the kid. All right, let's get this bad boy in the garage. You got an idea? I'm going to pull my other Mustang out too. So I'll have the twins. Then I got to lock down my charger so that doesn't get taken away from me. Yeah, guess who's in the car instantly? Who do you think that is? Got the key? Got the key? There she goes. She's already like, hey, Dad. Mine, Dad, mine. Yeah, that black really makes it seem like it's a black car. All right, I'm going to move my Mustang here, put that over there, and blah, blah, blah. All right, hey, what car am I in now, right? It's like climb in. Cars, now listen to this thing start up. I mean, this would be night and day. Look at that short shifter, too. Look at that. I mean, come on. Yeah. Instantly. Yeah. The rods, right? I don't know. I backed this thing in. My truck, we have to change this. Now listen to that, right? Listen to that exhaust. Jesus Christ. All right, I think I can do this. All right. Oh, the puppies. Hey, start her up. Start up, baby. She's not even listening to me. That. So there you go. There's the actual open exhaust, track exhaust. Not bad. Let's go up here and see. So not too shabby. Not too shabby, but now that was the cold start. Not really. So give a little gas, not a lot. Shabby. I mean, it's not bad for factory exhaust, but it'll be interesting to see if my daughter, well, we don't have the two cars next to each other, but anyways, all right, so funny. What do you think?
It's majorly different.
From that one? Really? Ah, you're funny. She's a funny kid, isn't she? Oh yeah, she just loves to harass daddy, doesn't she? Yeah. All right, I'm done. What a long day. So stay tuned for more adventures on Ice Age TV, Ford Mustang, Vapor Blue, Ford Mustang, 2024 GT, performance package, real kind of a base package car, to the Ford Mustang Dark Horse with a lot of package, and an attitude, and wow, look at the difference. Really a big difference in the way these cars sit. And that car here is factory. This car here, I put a Steeda lowering suspension on it. And so, wow. But this is just a great package. A lot of money saved for this compared to this. So stay tuned for me to do a little bit more walk around in the daytime. And I'm just going to call it a day. Call it a night. Whatever. I'm done. Thanks for watching Ice Age TV. Stay tuned. Man, I need something. I think I need a drink. Wow. Is this driven me to drinking? Probably. Hey, have a great evening. God bless. Oh, yeah. Tune in for tomorrow's conversations on what are we going to talk about. What would be a great theme for tomorrow? Should we talk about horses? Mustangs?
A great thing for tomorrow would be parts.
Parts?
Parts.
P-A-R-T-S? Why? I have no idea where that came from. Good luck on that one. All right. So do you like the car?
Yeah, do you have a second key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting question.